Yo, what's going on, everybody? What is up? How are you guys doing? Happy New Year. Can't believe it's January 1st already. It's kind of surreal, you know? Welcome to 2023. I'm going to have to get used to saying that in my head because, you know, when you write down dates and it's like the next year, sometimes you catch yourself writing like 2022 when we're already past that. But here we are, new year. Obviously, this is a sneaker that released last year, but hey, it was either we wait for our shipment from Nike or we just get one. Yeah, we were actually able to get one from Nice Kicks. We got the call in my size. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather get a review in and it's sooner than having to wait. So first of the year, we're going to be reviewing the Jordan 2 Chicago. So you know what I mean? Hey, Happy New Year to everybody. We got Den DZ, yo. Jeremy Johnson in the building, yee. Mr. Old School, as always, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all you guys. I want to give a major shout out to everybody that has been subbed to the channel and has been rocking with me. We literally just hit 2,000 watch hours. So we got 2,000 more to go. We're legitimately halfway there. I know I've been saying that for quite some time. But I want to show you guys the statistics on the back end. So let me go ahead and share my screen over here. Happy New Year to everybody, all right? I do want to just show you, let me double check if I happen to have them over here. I should have that screenshot. Yeah. So I just want to, give a major shout out to each and every single one of you guys. Like we're at, I mean, I don't know how many YouTubers share this stuff, but I want to let you guys know, like, this is kind of like a joint effort, if anything, like for us to get to this watch time. Not that it's going to be like life-changing money or anything like that, but it's definitely going to help me, afford more sneakers, and it's also going to help me afford to do more reviews for you guys, and it's also going to help me afford to do more giveaways at the end of the day. So I just want to give everybody a major shout out. Thank you so much. We're literally halfway there. It's kind of surreal. And now that I mean, if you look at the start, January all the way till about, I started going live in July, first week of July last year, and you could just see the numbers completely changed. Like literally, I think from July all the way to December, we probably got maybe 1,600 watch hours out of all that. So, I started editing content, doing like a sneaker review a week, which clearly wasn't cutting it. And then I'm like, we just got to start going live because that's where the magic happens. So I just want to thank everybody. Yeah, HHSB crew, halfway there. You know it, man. We're halfway there. Thank you, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We got Gun in the building. Wishing you 100K in 2023. Hey, man, that'll be amazing. But I don't know. I mean, I know Jay the Sneaker Guy just got to 100K, so he's a hero of mine. I'm sure he's a hero of a lot of you guys as well. So shout out to Jay the Sneaker Guy. I know he's doing different stuff on his channel. He recently put out a video on like comparing the Cardinals versus the Fire Red 3s. I think that was an amazing video considering he's asking people who aren't really involved in the sneaker world their opinions on what they prefer. And it was nice to actually see that the Fire Red 3s definitely got a lot more votes. So shout out to Jay the Sneaker Guy, and shout out to each and every single one of you guys. Like literally, I just wanted to show you guys this because at the end of the day, this is a joint effort, all right? So we got these sneakers today. I got the call pretty much from Nice Kicks, so I was able to win. I picked them up even though I picked them up yesterday, even though it was pouring rain. I was like, man, I wonder how many people are actually going to go in and pick these up. But we pretty much solidified two pairs. One on Sneakers app, which is still on the way in a size 12, and then this 9.5. So the purpose of this stream is to show you guys the sneaker, the overall arching materials and everything, because I have mixed feelings about this sneaker, and I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this specific sneaker because it's one of those sneakers I think you need to have in hand to really determine if it's something you want to keep in the collection or if it's something that you either want to flip, because they're actually holding on the aftermarket, and I'm not surprised they're holding because this is a Chicago color at the end of the day. There's obviously a lot of history regarding this specific sneaker. Happy New Year to all you guys. Yeah. So I did want to let you guys know this initial sneaker did release in 1986. Okay, so that's a while back, and it was Jordan's second silhouette. It wasn't his favorite silhouette. If you really dive into the history, Jordan wasn't the biggest fan of this specific silhouette. I mean, I hate to throw shade towards this sneaker, but sometimes I look at it and it kind of reminds me of like a bowling shoe. I don't know what it is about it. Like, I don't know if anybody's gonna agree with me on that, but like I look at it sometimes and I'm like, it kind of gives me bowling vibes. Okay, especially considering the fact that this released around that time when like bowling was very popular. All right. Now, obviously, it's a basketball sneaker at the end of the day, right? I don't want to discount the fact that this is a basketball sneaker. So let's leave it at that. But I do want to let you know my initial impression when I first saw this sneaker kind of re-release. I was like, okay, that kind of does look very interesting. Now, I've been hyping this sneaker up a little bit because of the fact that I'm like, the quality and the materials are amazing. Let's take a deeper dive and look into it, because I've also watched a couple people's reviews on it, and some people have some mixed feelings because there's certain parts of this sneaker that are pure leather, and there's certain parts that are kind of on the pleather side. So I don't know, considering the fact that when this initially released, it was made from it was made from like Italian leathers, very high quality. I think they kind of skimped out on this release. That's my honest opinion based on some of the stuff that I've seen. But again, I want to show this to you guys and give you my honest opinion. Jeremy Johnson says, I took an L on sneakers, went back, and after 15-20 minutes and then got a dub. Super pumped you got him. Hey, congrats. That's awesome. I know, I feel like a lot of people were like kind of iffy. They were like, do I buy them? Do I not buy them? We'll see. I'll let you guys know if I see a lot of returns at Nike. I do see I do see people who have obtained them probably not going to be returning them, considering the fact that this could go up a little bit. You could get some launch money on this specific sneaker. I really see this release as it did well because of the fact that a lot of collectors wanted this specific silhouette and this specific color in the silhouette. Because this year, I can't believe it's 2023, this year there's going to be more of these that are going to come out, okay? Just not in the Chicago colorway. So as the green ones come out, and I believe there's a couple more that are coming out this year. It's still crazy to me to say that it's this year now, but there's going to be a couple more colors that are going to come out, and then guess what? Once those come out, people are going to look back on this color. They're going to like, I want the Chicago, right? Now, out of a lot of the videos I've seen and a lot of this lace swaps and stuff, I do recommend the black laces. The black laces probably look the best on this versus the red. I feel that this sneaker is missing red, considering the fact there's only a hint on the bottom and a hint on the back side. And then obviously the Air Jordan over here, that little that rubber patch. But I feel like it is missing a little bit more red. But when you put red laces on this, I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan with the red laces. I do think it looks best with the black laces. But again, don't let me tell you how to lace them. You know, it's your if you cop them, it's your sneaker at the end of the day. Let me go ahead and so let's jump into it. Okay, I don't want to string you guys along too long by talking about the initial history of the sneaker. I know you guys are here to see the sneaker, so we got them. We're gonna talk a little bit about them. But yes, I did cop them in my size. And I am thankful to have them. I'm still going to figure out if I am going to keep this as part of the collection. We obviously have collected a bunch of heat. As you guys saw my top 10 sneakers of 2020 that we did yesterday. That was such a fun video. I was looking back on it and I was like, you know what? I'm actually really happy to have shown you guys the amount of heat we've been able to get. And I am really proud of the list that I put together. Whether you guys agree with me or not, I mean, it's my list at the end of the day, right? So I hope you guys did enjoy that video. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's get on with the review. All right, let's get on with the sneaker review. Guys, smash that like button if you guys are gaining any value and if you guys are excited to see this. All right, let's go ahead and bring them into the forefront. So here we have it. We have the Air Jordan 2 box, okay? Now, based on the releases I've seen, I've been seeing a lot of people with like dents and scratches and all this stuff on their boxes. I don't know who's handling the boxes at the stores, but guys, please, can we just handle some of these boxes with care? I mean, some people are collectors and they want to be able to get their box intact. All right. So anyway, little rant over there, but as you see over here, we pretty much have my size 9.5, and what does it say? It says white and varsity red black. Okay, Air Jordan 2 retro. Okay, so that's basically it. My box is intact for the most part. You know, I mean, I don't mind a dent or two here and there, but if the box comes squished, it's a different story, right? Anyway, so here we are. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox it, okay? Now, I did take a quick peek. This does come with a little pamphlet, which we will take a look at real quick before we jump into the sneaker. So it does come with this pamphlet over here, okay? I know it's a little shiny because of the light, but Air Jordan, and then you have pretty much that like caution on the side, okay? And let's go ahead and open this up so you guys can see. This is literally the first time I'm seeing it. It says Nike Air Jordan, design of the Nike Air. So very similar to, you know, the Fire Red 3s that came out, you know, last year. It does come with a little pamphlet. I was under the impression, oh, there we go. So it does show the construction of the initial sneaker on the inside, all right? So pretty much from the top all the way down, For those that don't know, I used to be an industrial designer. That's what I went to school for. Well, I wasn't a industrial designer. I went to school for industrial design, but this is pretty much how we would break things down, you know, from like a top-down perspective, using AutoCAD and renders. So really cool, super cool that it does come with this little piece of, I guess, memorabilia. If anything, it's not an instruction manual, because what are you gonna do? Just deconstruct the sneaker? Anyway, so regular paper, nothing fancy, but you can already start to see the sneakers popping out, and here we pretty much have it. So the Air Jordan 2 Chicago. Let me go ahead and just take this out. You guys can take a much deeper look into it. But this is basically, it just happened to come to this hang tag, which kind of looks like a car air freshener. I really don't know why they included it. It's not made of leather. It's literally just cardboard, if anything. But let me just tuck that away so you guys can take a peek at this. All right, so this is it, the Air Jordan 2 Chicago. All right, now when I first saw this, like, I mean, once I took it out of the box and just took a deeper look at it, I was like, okay, wow, interesting. Like the quality is good, okay. But there's a couple areas about the sneaker that I'm not maybe the biggest fan of, and it's mainly this initial tongue, okay. Well, anyway, we'll touch more into that, just because it does seem a little bit on the stiff side. This definitely does seem on the stiff side, especially the fact that if I show you the other sneaker, I do happen to have, I believe, where was it? There was one area of the sneaker, yeah, that just seemed like, yeah, there's like this crease that I can't seem to take out. It's just literally, it seems creased. It just seems creased, and I don't know. I can't take that crease out. It's really crazy. You see that crease? So it's very stiff leather, or pleather at least for this specific thing. But look, I'm not here to talk about too much of the bad stuff, okay? Obviously this is a classic, all right? Bottom of the sneaker, you pretty much have that, you know, that red, white, black all over, okay? And then white over here, transitioning into a little bit of the red, obviously, black midsole, okay? Yo, we got Demetrius James in the building. What's going on? All right. Now the leather in the front is pretty good quality. I don't have any qualms with that. And then we have kind of like this reptile leather as well. At least it looks like a reptile. It's got that like embossed, kind of does look like almost like a snake, if anything. Christian 2K, yo, we litty is what he says. And then back of the sneaker, obviously you got that Nike. Now the red is poppin' red. It's definitely it's really nice, like very loud from the back. I mean, look at that. So you got your Nike pretty much on that like rubber. It's kind of like this rubber stitched in, and then we have more rubber on the back as well. Now, it's a clean sneaker overall. I don't have any qualms with it. I really do see this as more of a collector's piece, which is why any sneakerhead is most likely to like needs this in their collection. At least one. I know some people are doubling up on this, and it surprises me how many videos I've watched, and a lot of people are like, some people, this was their grail this year, and I was like, wow, that's kind of a lot to say, because here we are, a lot of us like sneakerheads or like hype beasts, and we're always going for the hype, and some people just want classics. They want something from the past that they've been waiting for a long time. So it's nice that the Lost and Founds came out, and then this also came out kind of hand in hand. You're pretty much getting a Chicago, and then you're getting another Chicago, the Chicago 2, right? Now, what I did want to mention was, in 2004 to 2005, that's when they came out with like the low Jordan Chicagos, which I don't know. I do have a little bit of mixed feelings on which one I prefer. I think I'd probably go with the high, if anything. I feel like having a low, it kind of takes away from the silhouette, if anything. But that's basically, this is exactly how it comes. As you see, it seems to be very stiff. It's I don't know why it is kind of wonky on that, like I don't know if I just got a pair that's kind of wonky, because this one, as you see, like, just look at the creases that already kind of come with the sneaker. I don't know if I can actually take that out. It seems like it's in there. So I just want to share that with you, that it's like there's certain areas about the sneaker I'm not the biggest fan of. So this is genuine leather over here, but then everything on the bottom seems to be more like a pleather. So certain areas I feel like they skimped out on, and you know, that's why, honestly, looking at the entire sneaker in all its glory, I'm probably gonna give this like a solid like 8 out of 10. I mean, that's just my honest opinion. I know this is a I know this is kind of like a legendary sneaker for a lot of people. Like it's the Jordan 2 Chicago, but I just really wish like this area, this tongue, I wish they didn't skimp out on it. That's basically it. That's my only qualm with the sneaker. Lace up the shoe, then stuff the shoe with a shoe tree or socks. It might help. No, you got a good point. Nitro says, thanks, Mr. Old School. Nitro says, I still need a personal pair, lost and founds, and this too. Yeah, there's a lot of sneakers. I feel like this year, I'm talking about next year, so we're already in 2023. This year is the year where a lot of people are gonna buy stuff from last year. Like, I just know it already. Like, looking at the initial releases that are coming out, like, I can literally count on my fingers how many releases I'm actually really excited about. This year seems a little underwhelming. Which is why a lot of people are going to look back and they're going to be like, what did I miss out on? You know, did I miss out on the Orange Lobsters? Did I miss out on the Jackie Robinsons? Like, people are just going to go back and they're going to get older stuff. Heck, they might even go back and get these because maybe they missed out on these. I wasn't surprised that this initial sneaker sold out. That was kind of it was kind of a no-brainer that these were going to sell out. I was just wondering on like how quickly it was going to sell out, and then who was initially going for it. And it is initially a lot of the OG heads, you know, a lot of the older crowd for sure, but also a lot of the newer crowd too. It's going for this. Like, don't let me discount the fact that this is a legendary sneaker. Now, another thing too, certain pairs did come with quality issues. Mine obviously does happen to have a little bit of creases and stuff, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but there's another thing that also did come with mine, which I'm not the biggest fan of. If you look at on the corner here, okay, pretty much see that scuff. I really don't know. Like, so it looks like certain pairs just did come with some quality issues that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, it would be nice if, you know, this came and it was just perfect, but hey, you can't always get the best pairs, which is why, based on the research I've done, certain people ended up doubling up just because they really wanted to get one in like the best condition possible. You know, sometimes you need to get two pairs and then mix and match the shoes. I mean, considering they're both your size, right? And then find the best pairs. I did that with the Fire Reds. I think I ended up getting 3 pairs of Fire Reds. Certain Fire Reds, the Fire Red 3s, had a little bit of like, some of them weren't perfect, so I just mixed and matched like the best pair, and that's what I kept. That's literally what I kept. And sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get the best pair. Mr. Old School says, Happy New Year to Christian 2K. Yeah, yo, Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. Wow, we got 12 people in the building. Are you guys actually excited about these? Like, I'm really curious because, like, I'm surprised at how many people actually are interested in this. Like, it kind of wowed me. And even the fact that we got 12 peepers. Yo, smash that like button if you guys are getting some value out of this and you actually want these sneakers. The demand on this was actually, it just surprised me. I was under the impression that these would have maybe sat a little bit longer, but no, they sold out. These sold out in about like, I think after about like 10 to 15 minutes, I just refreshed the page and we're all gone, especially like larger sizes. So I do still happen to have a size 12 on the way to me. This is obviously my size. This is a 9.5. So I am happy to have secured a pair. I'm going to be honest. I'm still deciding if I'm going to keep these. I know that might sound crazy to certain people that are probably watching this. Like, dude, you got a pair that a lot of people would kill to have. But I'm just letting you guys know the collection is kind of at a point right now where I need a downsize, and I am contemplating keeping this, especially the fact that the quality on this just kind of bothers me a little bit with the stiffness. Like, just look at that. I don't have any other sneakers that kind of are giving me this issue. Now, I know I could probably stuff it with socks, like Mr. Old School said. Yo, we got New York down the building. Yo, Goat is here. That's an OG shoe. I love it. Yeah, a lot of people really love this, and this is why we got 14 viewers in the building right now, because like, I know you guys want these. All right, I know you guys want these, and there's certain aspects of the sneaker that surprised me. The interest, obviously, is kind of like, I don't know, a part of me feels like because I have mixed feelings about it. Certain people are saying they really, really love them, and certain people are like, they don't really care. Because there's not much resale regarding this, you know? So it's like, I feel like people tend to come out of the woodwork when there's more resale. That's when they get their wives, their friends, their family to like, hey, help me get this freaking sneaker. I need it, right? But I was surprised that they did a Leo drop on this. Like, why couldn't they have just done a regular 10-minute raffle for more people to have the opportunity to go for it? So we did full send it. Well, we sent it on one account and we got it size 12, and then I got the call back from Nice Kicks. So shout out to Nice Kicks in San Francisco for literally helping me get this. It's not an early review, obviously, because this pretty much released, this released 2 days ago. So they got their shipments late. The drop was obviously on Friday. I got this yesterday, and I was like, all right, instead of me doing my review yesterday, I wanted to do the review of this yesterday, but I wanted to focus on doing my top 10 sneakers of 2022 while we were still in 2022, and I saved this for the review today. So I hope you guys enjoyed literally like what I'm showing you on the sneaker. If you guys haven't had any questions around it, let me know. But I didn't actually get to show you. The back of the sneaker does not happen to have any label or anything like that, which I found very interesting. And then the front of the sneaker, as you see, it has the Air Jordan. Man, this looks so old school. It's so crazy to see this logo, the Air Jordan logo. This is definitely an OG. I'm sure your dad can attest to that. But let's take out, so it does come with some foam. There's no shoe tree in this. So if you get a shoe tree, might be questionable. Your pair might be questionable. Now, on the inside of the sneaker, you pretty much have Nike Air. And as you see, you got that little sticker, 9.5 as well, all right? And then sock liner on the inside. It is pretty puffy on this side. So it's pretty puffy, and then you have that black sock liner as well. So I mean, overall, this is a classic. It's just a classic sneaker, and like for them to release this after the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Founds, I think like no better year than to re-release this. So shout out to you guys if you got a double on this. I think it's a great pair. I obviously discussed with you guys some of my qualms about the sneaker, but hey, maybe I can kind of figure out that whole crease situation. I was just a little shocked on it. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of weird. But hey, it is what it is. So solid 8 out of 10 from me. Okay, it's kind of weird to be rating a sneaker that's kind of like an OG. It's a legendary sneaker. I'm sure some people had this on the top of their freaking list last year. Like this was their sneaker of the year. And at the end of the day, look, don't let me tell you what you should have as your sneaker of the year. I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I'm sure some people that watch my top 10 top 10 sneakers they probably disagree with certain things, and maybe they agree with certain things. But at the end of the day, this is a solid pair. Let me show you it toe down, just so you guys can see initially what it would look like if you're rocking them. Now, I didn't want to lace these up because I wanted to show you guys an actual unboxing on what to expect when you unbox these from the box. So that's them. Definitely is a lot of white in the front. Like honestly, there's just too much white, I think. But black laces is the move for me. Like 100% black laces versus red laces. These also didn't really come with red laces, so I think a lot of the people that are lacing it up with no extra laces on this. Let me double check that's basically it. It just basically all it really does come with is that that little pamphlet, which like what happened to that pamphlet? It's somewhere here. Anyway, man, I already lost the pamphlet. Oh, there it is. I found it. Give me a second. It literally fell off the table. But yeah, it basically just comes with this pamphlet, which I just showed you, and then the sneaker itself. So, yeah. New York Dad says, "Sup, Jeremy? What is up?" And then New York Dad says, "I was gonna say, too young to know what that shoe." Yeah, hey, 100%, man. No, I agree. And I don't want to act like I don't know what I'm talking about. I did do a little bit of research on this sneaker, but at the same time, I wish that this material, just on the tongue, I wish they did it a little bit more justice, considering this is a classic. But shout out to Sneaker Gang for showing Ernest some love. Yeah, yo, shout out to each and every single one of you guys rocking over here. I didn't expect this many people, honestly, for a Sunday. Well, it's the first of 2023, so happy New Year to all you guys. I hope you guys had an amazing celebration last night. Whatever you guys decided to do, or whatever you guys were up to. I mean, it was kind of raining out here, so I don't think there were really too many fireworks, if anything. But that is my review for the Chicago Jordan 2s. I know we're expecting more colors in this year regarding regarding this silhouette. Okay, so I'm excited to see what else they come up with. But I wanted to transition the topic of discussion into two other sneakers that I am interested that are coming out pretty soon. Okay, one of them is over here, and it is this sneaker really is interesting to me. I mean, you guys know my sneaker of the year was the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha Low. Now this, some people are calling it, this is the poor man's reverse, Mocha Low or what have you. This is going to be very, very, very limited. So consider yourself, if you're able to hit on this, I'm hearing there's only 5,000 pairs that are going to be coming out in this specific color. I mean, just this specific year of the rabbit, okay, that's coming out very soon. Yeah, limited to 5,000 pairs. So consider yourself very lucky if you're able to hit on these. I do see this skyrocketing in resale value. I do because of the fact that there's only 5,000 pairs and there seems to be a lot of demand behind it. Okay, now I really want these. Definitely, I'm going to be full sending it for this 100%. You guys let me know if you guys are too. We got Chunks Kicks in the building. Yo, what is up? What is up? What is up? But yeah, I mean, the laces on this, I would probably lace swap them. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see those little furry laces, but I mean, the entire sneaker will be doing well. And when's the release date of this? I believe it's happening. Yeah, so January, it's happening this month, January 21st. We're gonna full send it for this, but again, like your chances, I hate to burst anybody's bubble who's watching this. Your chances on hitting this is gonna kind of feel like winning the lottery. Okay, it's gonna be very hard. But if you are able to obtain this, I highly recommend keeping them if you're able to hit on these, because it's kind of like you know how they have like those lucky rabbits feet and stuff like that. This is kind of like, if you hit on this, it's kind of like a lucky charm in a lot of aspects. All right, so if you New York Dad says, tell Ernest to give you a wrench. Man, that's so weird. I thought you already have a wrench, man. I'll give you a wrench if you give me a wrench. Give me 1 second. I'm not so sure why it's not letting me actually give you a wrench. Am I able to give you a wrench right now? Okay, I'm gonna give New York Dad a wrench. Give me 1 second. Add as moderator. There we go. You let me know if you're, there you go. New York Dad, you're a new moderator on my channel, man. Shout out to Sneaker Gang for showing up, and New York Dad, obviously. But yeah, tossing you a wrench, man. Upgrade. There you go. I appreciate all your support always. Mr. O2 says for sure whenever it comes out. Yeah. New York Dad also says Wookie, what's goody? I guess there's a bunch of people probably coming from New York Dad's channel. So let's go. There we go. You got the blue. That is what's up. Hey man, I know you do. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate all your support always. But yeah, so you guys let me know your thoughts on this very limited Jordan 1 Low. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna try. I'll tell my family to try too. I think my sister definitely, like, she's like, we're always talking about rabbits and how rabbits are lucky and stuff like that. So hey, I didn't realize it's the year of the rabbit. Actually, for those that don't know, I'm a fire rabbit. You know, I don't want to get too into the astrology side of things, but I'm actually a fire rabbit. I'm a Leo as well. But shout out to all the Leos in the building. Another sneaker that I'm actually excited about that's coming out this year as well, just to transition the topic. I mean, I'm definitely excited about these. I hope you guys are too. We also do happen to have these, and I know that there's not that much hype regarding the Jordan 1 highs this year, but these ones I'm a fan of. Like this color is growing on me. I probably will be doing a lace swap, but this is definitely something I'm looking forward to. And this is, I believe, the True Blue and White Cement that is coming out January 14th. So this is actually probably one of the next ones on my list I'll be going for. But I'm excited about this one for sure. You guys let me know in the chat if you guys are as well too. But yeah, so those are two specific releases that are coming out. I know a lot of people, it's like, it's a new year. Everybody's like what, like, January's so dry, like where can I toss my money? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, if we're not already broke from Christmas, right? But it's an interesting start to the year. You know, honestly, I would use this time to recuperate a little bit, like, you know, let your wallet recuperate a little bit, because last year was insane. At least let January kind of, like, you know, save them pennies, because there are still going to be some good releases this year for sure. Obviously, the Jordan 3 Reimagine is probably on the top of my list. It's probably on the top of my, like, top 5 that I'm really going for this year. But I am going to limit. I'm going to be a little bit better this year on how many sneakers I'm actually keeping from my collection, because right now I kind of need to downsize to make room for the amount of stuff that like, if we're going to keep doing this, we got to make some room. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I have enough space, especially for all the heat that I showed you yesterday. But everything I showed you yesterday, that's definitely going to be kept in the collection. It's more so about, like, looking at what's to come. I'm definitely looking forward to this year. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm definitely looking forward to this year and what's to come for sure. It a pass for the one for me is what Mr. Old School says. Yeah, I mean, it's still, it's a lot of money for, you know, you're paying anywhere from what, 180. What are these? Yeah, well, you're paying like 180 for these. So, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But let's jump back into sneakers real quick. Wasn't my intention to be live too long today, but I also didn't expect, you know, to have like 8 to 12 viewers in the building. So I appreciate all you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. We pretty much go live as much as we can. Definitely 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week at around 7 p.m. PST. That's 10 10 p.m. EST, obviously. But Dempsey says only 5,000 pairs. Nike dangling a carrot on Year of the Rabbit. Yeah, no, they are, and I wish it wasn't the case, but that's how you know the prices on the Rabbit are gonna skyrocket. Like if they're gonna retail that for, let me double check over here. Let me was it over here? Nope. Man, I'm jumping in all these other tabs. It was, yeah, right over here. So these, if you're only going to limit it to 5,000 pairs and they're dropping January 21st, yeah, man, I don't know. And okay, the price tag is $140. So I could definitely see this going up to, I mean, I'm going to call $700, $800 for this. Yeah. Like, I don't know. That's just my hunch. These could go higher. I mean, with 5,000 pairs in existence, like, heck, this could even make this, I mean, considering the fact that this reminds a lot of people of like Travis Scott with the color blocking, I could definitely see this maybe even hitting the 1,000 mark. I'm just saying, okay? Nitro says, getting rid of double ups, have in collection, create space, and get some money back. Yeah, I mean, hey, there's a lot of people that are going to look back on last year because there were certain cops they weren't able to get. A lot of people like took L's on, or a lot of people probably didn't even pick up the taxis or the fire reds, and then now they're going to look back and they're going to want certain pieces, or heck, even more hyped Jordans. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying. But what else was I going to talk about? I wanted to just dive back into initially like the sneakers app over here and just kind of see what else initially is coming out. So obviously those just dropped. Those dropped too. I don't know. I feel like it's. Give me 1 second. Why is it not showing me like sneakers? This should update if it hasn't already. No, I guess it just says this year in sneakers. Another thing I did want to touch on real quick. Maybe we just click into this real quick. On where is it at? The initial sneakers that they did peg as their man, it's not showing me right now. Give me a second here. Nope. I think I just passed it. Sorry about that. Give me 1 more second. All right, it's these ones. All right, so I hope it doesn't shut on me, but yeah, let me just get that and I'll just put it over here. And basically, I guess this is the top 10 releases that Nike had last year. And you know, if you look at this list, a lot of them, like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these were on my top 10. So you have to understand, this is they're not basing this on like they're not basing this on anything other than the fact that these are the most wanted styles. I believe for the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha Low that came out, there was 2 million people that tried on sneakers for that. So that's probably why it was on the top of the list. Like, that many people wanted them. That's how many people went for them on the sneakers app. So I found that statistic very interesting to me, that the Jordan 1 Chicago isn't on the top of this list. But hey, at the end of the day, Nike's just basing it on traffic to their site. That's what they're basing these statistics on. So just note that. They're like, if you're looking at this and you're like, oh, why aren't the Green Sparks on the top of the list, or why aren't the Travis Scott Phantoms on the top of the list? This is just based on foot traffic and I guess how many people actually went for the sneaker. You got to also remember, the Jordan 1 Chicago was kind of a shit show release, so a lot of people weren't even able to get in. If the app was smoother, which obviously it wasn't, if a lot of those people went in, maybe the Air Jordan 1 Chicago would be on the top of this list, because then more people would have the opportunity to enter, right? And have been able to go for the sneaker, which would have led to more things on the back end for Nike to look into, right? So just take that into account. This list isn't an accurate list, I believe, of how much demand there was for specific sneakers here. Nitro says, I wanted all them took L's on all 10 sneakers. My God, that's crazy. That's insane, man. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, but look, at the end of the day, we just got to keep trying. That's it. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. Keep trying, okay? Like, how many did we actually hit on this on this list? We hit on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We hit on 7 of this. That's like how much focus we had to put into this year. But I mean, it was not easy. Like, for the Jackie Robinsons that I hit, I created a new account and I hit on that account. Otherwise, no dice. I don't think I'd be paying a resale for that, honestly. But it definitely did help with a lot of the numbers that we got this year, without a doubt. Mr. Old School says, not really a LeBron fan, but the Florida A&M University 7 looks real premium for $200. I'm not too sure about that one specifically. You only got one pair. Wow. Okay. Chunks Cake says only got one pair. What pair did you end up getting? I'm very curious. I am very, very curious. LeBron. Let me go ahead and see this real quick. You hit on Jackie. Nice. There you go, man. Congrats. Honestly, I don't know. Looking at this entire list, like, I mean, you guys know, like, one of the most hyped sneakers, obviously the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott, reverse mocha is definitely one of my favorites, right? But I don't know. The Jackie Robinsons are really, really nice. And they're like, you see that. I really wish they did the box justice, but at the end of the day, it's a sneaker that's going to be remembered. And I think a lot of people this year are going to look back on the Jackies and be like, I kind of want to get those because I was not able to get them. Demetrius says, only wanted 4 of these and hit 3 for retail. Hey, congrats. I mean, we hit everything for retail except the reverse mochas. So either we're born in a lucky store, or I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I mean, like we also joined a lot of raffles. Like I did hit the orange lobsters at my skate shop. So shout out to Deluxe on that. But a lot of luck. I mean, with especially hitting the Black Phantoms. I mean, obviously it was not my size, but at the end of the day, it's still a Travis Scott at the end of the day. And I've never hit on Travis Scott's site because it's typically heavily botted. Mr. Old School says it on sneakers. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this list. This isn't sneakers list. I want to get that clear. This isn't sneakers list of what the top 10 releases are. This is based on the amount of people and the amount of demand on sneakers. That's all it is. Okay. So I just want to let that be known to you guys. Nitro says, Mr. Old School, at least you saved money. Yeah, man, I think a lot of people save money if you did end up like taking some L's and stuff. It's like consider it a W that you saved money. I mean, if you're going for a sneaker that you can double your money on, then maybe it is actually an L. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Air Jordan 2 Chicago's. I just want to be able to bring this on screen because I wasn't sure how much demand there was behind this. But after seeing the release, it was a weird release because I feel like it sold out. And then I heard people were canceling orders and then people copped. It was a weird drop. But I think a lot of people weren't sure. Like, should I go for it? Should I not? You know how when you're about to buy on sneakers, it's like no. I did it. Oh no, I entered. I'm sure a lot of you guys can attest to that where you're just like, I shouldn't get it. And you actually, oops, I actually entered, happens to a lot of us. Denzi says, I'm surprised military blacks are not on that list. Yeah, I'm shocked that you're right. You got a good point. Military blacks, I mean, they were definitely on my list, but in terms of the demand, I'm surprised too. Chungy says, what shoes did I hit on this list? Okay, I'll name you all the ones I hit on the list. All the ones I hit on the list were number 2, I hit on the Orange Lobsters at Deluxe Skate Shop. So that was a raffle only. I was able to, it was a toy drive. So I bought a toy and I submitted that. Well, I donated that toy and then we did hit on that. Now, next one on the list, number 4, I hit on the Travis Scott Black Phantoms. We hit on 2. I hit on a 4C, and then I also hit on that 10C on the Travis Scott site. We already reviewed that on the channel. And then number 5, I hit 2 Chicago's, the Lost and Founds. I hit 1 at Chic in store in my size, and then we also hit at Nice Kicks for a size 12. I still have both pairs. Amazing sneaker. Now next, we hit on number 7. On the Amal Manier site, I was not able to get my size on the Amal Manier site. I was able to hit on, after we got through Q, I tried going for 9.5. It sold out. Then we went for an 8.5, and we were able to cop, okay? And then I was able to do a donation raffle. It was also like some canned foods over at Oxford Street, and we were able to solidify a pair for the 9.5s for the Amal Manier, okay? So we were able to hit that. And then we were able to hit number 9, the Jackie Robinsons on sneakers. I created new. I just so happened to get a new number this year, so I entered that, and we were able to hit on the Jackie Robinsons. So that was straight from sneakers. And then number 10, I didn't hit number 10, so I more so bought that on the aftermarket. So I'm not going to count number 10, and I'm not going to count number 1 because Actually, you know what? There are 2 sneakers on this list that I did pay resale for, so forgive me on that. The number 1, the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha, obviously paid a pretty penny for that, but to me, I'm a sneakerhead and I really love that sneaker. And then number 10, I did get on the aftermarket, so we definitely did pay a little bit more. Probably for number 10, I probably ended up paying like I think $330 for that, considering these dropped for like $210 or anything like that. The materials on the Georgetown are amazing, but sorry if I'm not sharing my screen right now, but yeah, this is basically the initial list. I thought I was sharing the screen. So yeah, I mean, pretty much we hit on 2, 4, 5, 7, 9. Not bad. That's 5 sneakers out of the entire list. So, and then paid 2 for resale. So thank you guys so much. I mean, again, we kind of like are treating this like it's our job. Like, I mean, we're always, I mean, you guys know me. I don't want to come off as a workaholic, but we're always working on the weekends. We carve out time dedicated to the channel because I want to build a community here of like-minded people, and I want to be able to help you guys cop sneakers. I want to be able to give you guys the best information, and then also show sneakers on the channel and to let you guys know my honest opinion. Like, look, you guys wouldn't have known about my quality issues with the creases and stuff on this one specifically. So again, if you're gonna pick this up, I would recommend. I mean, I would recommend picking this up. Definitely a great sneaker, but also just note that there are a couple of quality issues on these specific sneakers, as I did show you on the video. But with that being said, guys, I just want to thank you so much for everything, all the support, and just everything that we've been able to do while building on everything that we've done over here. Let me go back over here. I believe it was a screenshot I had. Yeah, I just want to show you guys we're pretty much halfway there for watch time. So if you're wondering how can you help the channel, just watch some of my stuff. That's it. Have some of my playlists playing in the background. Definitely just help the channel more than you guys realize as we scale to the 4,000 watch hour mark. I believe we'll probably get monetized maybe by April, if anything, maybe latest June or July. But again, we're just going to stay focused, keep our heads down, because look, we pretty much just obtained last year. So it's kind of weird to say last year, but so for 2021, I lost 6 subscribers, negative 6 subscribers. Last year, we pretty much got 347, and that's a lot of eyeballs. That's a lot of eyeballs on my content. So I just want to thank everybody who has legitimately joined the channel and is enjoying my content. You guys can always let me know. I do have big plans for this channel. I want to improve. I want to have more of a better backdrop. I want to put out more edited content as well. So I just want to thank everybody for all the support. Okay, we're just working hard to get this channel to the moon. And it takes time. It really does take time. But I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it for like years. You know what I mean? I look at it like, where can we get in the next 3 years? Where can we get in the next 10 years? But I know what I'm doing, and I have you guys, and I have a lot of stuff that I'm very invested in. Like we're paying money constantly, like each and every month for subscriptions on Adobe, and then also my for my music, my royalty-free music. I'm also paying a subscription on Epidemic Sound. So just note, like, for me, like, I'm really invested in the channel. I'm spending money monthly to keep all like the lights on this thing. So I just want to let you guys know that. So if you guys are wondering, oh, how can I donate? How can I help? Just watch my stuff. That's it. So I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to play some music and then we're going to dip out over here. But in typical stream fashion, I want to let anybody new who literally is stumbling upon my channel because they were like, oh, wow, somebody's actually talking about the Chicago 2s, and I just got those and they're not in the mail yet, and I want to see them in person, right? Or as close in person as I can. Consider 3 things. Subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I hate to always ask, but I think it definitely does help with my numbers. Number 2, smashing that like button definitely does help open up the algo to more people to come to join the festivities here. And then lastly, number 3, considering following me on Instagram. We're literally almost at 2,500 subscribers. It would be amazing to have you as my 2,500th subscriber, definitely. But in typical fashion, I'm going to play some music and I'm going to dip out of the building here. But I just want to thank you all so much. I also do shock drop giveaways from time to time. Last year we had 2 shock drop giveaways, and then we had 3 shock drop giveaways last year. So consider subscribing to the channel. If you guys are all about sneakers and you want to get some free stuff from time to time, we definitely do some stuff. I guess that's my little carrot at the end of the stick over here. But thank you guys so much. We have about 10 viewers over here. On your way out, if you can smash the like button, that'll be really good. I mean, that would be really great, obviously, for the channel. I'm going to go ahead and play some music, and I'm going to dip out over here. But guys, thank you for an amazing 2022, and let's make it happen in 2023. Like, let's hit this out of the park. I'm here to help you guys out as well. Feel free to DM me if you guys happen to have any questions. If you guys are looking for specific sneakers, because like we did cop a lot of heat this year, obviously. I can't hang on to everything, but I'm going to try my best to hang on as much as I can, because I do plan on still doing some reviews of the stuff I got, you know, because those sneakers, even if I am going to do content this year on older stuff, those videos are still going to do numbers. I know it. If like you guys let me know if I do an on foot of the Travis Scott reverse Mocha Lows, you can't tell me that video is not going to do numbers. If I do one on the Jackie Robinsons or the Lobsters, I'm sure you guys are still going to want to watch that stuff, because these are some sneakers that are highly sought after. I would watch that content without a doubt. Mr. O2 says, when you get monetized, is that when you can start a member sub? Yeah, I think that's when I can start a member sub, and that's when I'm going to do more targeted giveaways for subscribers that are in the channel, because you guys know it. We love giving free stuff away. So I mean, what better way than to give stuff to people who are like, you know, subbed to the channel. And I don't plan on charging too much, but we'll figure it out. You know, I know some people do it like $5 a month, $2 a month, but I want to figure out something that's that makes sense and that's fair for anybody rocking with me. But at the end of the day, I also do plan on, I mean, I got some plans for the channel. We do plan on creating a Discord as well. I just need to figure out some names in terms of what we're going to do. Like one of the names, and you guys can keep, keep this between us, but like I was thinking about a name like Khan's Kicks or something like that, because my last name is Khan, obviously. I don't know. I'm still thinking of some names for a potential Discord, or like what we're going to call this, if anything. But I just want to thank you all. Yo, we got Eric in the building. He says, let's go. Yeah, man, we got him in the building. Feel free to rewatch the video, because I know yours are on the way as well. But these are they're pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome. I mean, I did have a couple quirks with them, but other than that, you know, it's a sneaker. You're gonna wear them, right? Either you're gonna wear them or you're gonna keep it on a pedestal somewhere in your house, right? But Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks again for, I don't know, just rocking with me last year and this year. We're gonna bring this channel to the moon. You guys know it. But I'm gonna dip on out of here. But I just want to say again, and I know I sound like a broken record here, but thank you so much. All right, let's make it happen in 2023, baby. Let's make it happen. All right, but I'm gonna dip on out. All right, peace, guys. Laters.